Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how you can create custom web cursor in Framer. So let's jump in. This is actually one of my projects, a real estate website. I'm still working on it. I'm not done with it yet. So I want to add a custom cursor to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a frame. I'll press F on my keyboard. I'll draw a frame. Let me move this a bit. So I'll press F on my keyboard. I'll draw a frame. Then I will change the width to around 30 and the height to 30. Okay, I'm going to change this to dark mode so you can see what I'm actually doing. So I've changed the width of the frame to 30, the height of the frame to 30. So I'm going to give it a radius. Yeah. I'll ensure that every part of it is circular. So let me increase the size so you can actually see it. So this is the frame I drew, and this is what I want to be the custom cursor, the custom web cursor on my on this website. So I can actually change the color. So I'm going to change the color to around yellow. I prefer yellow. So I'm going to reduce the opacity to around 60. 60 is okay. I'll give it an opacity of 60%. So what I'm going to do to this frame, I'll actually convert it to a stack. Yeah, I'll add a layout to it. So what I'm going to do to this stack, I'm going to convert it to a component, because to create a custom cursor, you actually need it actually has to be a component. So I'll select the stack. I'll press Control Alt K. Yeah, Control Alt K. So I'll name it as custom web cursor. So I will click enter. So here we are. We have our custom web cursor. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to reduce the size of this. Then I will drag this my custom web cursor. Yeah. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to select any part of this design, but I want the cursor to be all over the website. I want my cursor to be all over the website. So I'm not going to just select any part of the design. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the overall section, because you can see that in the left hand side I have the main stack, the section stacks, and section stack is the part where all my whole contents are. So I'll select my section stack. Then I will head over to the right hand side. Then I will click the plus icon cursor. Yeah, so I'll select custom cursor. So when I click the plus icon, I'll select custom cursor. So it asks me to select components. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the components. So I'll select the custom web cursor. Then the cursor settings, I'm going to select follow, not replace. I'll select follow. You can actually choose replace. When you choose replace, instead of this normal arrow you see whenever you scroll through anything, it will the custom cursor I created, which is the yellow stack, will replace it. But instead, I want it to follow that arrow because it makes it look more smooth. So I'll select follow. Then in the position, I'm going to select left. I want it to be positioned to the left, and I am satisfied with this offset -20 on the x-axis, and on the y-axis 20. I'm satisfied with it. So the transition, I'll give it the transition. Then I'm going to reduce the stiffness to around 328. I'll reduce the damping to around 28. I'll reduce the mass to around 0.7. Then I'm going to give it a time. I'll select the time. Then I'll give it a time of 0.28. I'll give it a bounce rate of 0. I don't want it to have any bounce rate. So that's it. So that means with this section selected, this section I gave a custom cursor. This custom cursor will be all over the whole section. I hope you get that. So I'll hit publish and update it. Then I'll preview the website. So here we are on the website. You can see that our custom cursor is done already. This is it, the yellow shape is done already. So wherever I scroll, whatever part I scroll on the website, the custom cursor is active. It's active on it. So that's it. So you can actually experiment on this custom cursor. You can, instead of cursor, you can use icons. You can be creative with it. For instance, if I want to use icon, I'll just select the cursor I created, the component I created. Then I can place an icon inside this yellow stack. Then I'll create a new variant. The icon I put here, I'm going to hide it. The icon that is here, I'm going to make sure it is reviewed. So you can just be creative. You can be creative with it, and you'll be able to do a lot of things with it. So that's it for this video. If you find this tutorial helpful, please do well to like, do well to comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one.